Hi Rohan,
Hello Sachin,
how are you?
I'm good. You say?
I'm good. So hello friends, today we are with Digisamvad Vlog Series and our interview is with Mr. Rohan Saraf. He is an advocate with an experience of 13 years. He has expertise in criminal as well as civil. So this was a brief introduction about Rohan, but Rohan, please tell us more about yourself.
Hello everyone.
Yeah.
Hello Sachin.
Hi.
See, I've been practicing in law for last 13 years at Bombay High Court as well as at Pune District Court.
Okay.
I'm specifically dealing in criminal cases, civil cases, matrimonial disputes and consumer protection laws.
Okay. Great. Good to know that.
Thank you.
So, as you know, Rohan, this is a vlog from Digisamvad Consultancy. So, at Digisamvad Consultancy, we provide HR services, HR consultancy, and in our blog, we try to connect with professionals like you and try to understand how they are helping the economy as well as how they are helping other business owners. And in general,
Nice.
it is also useful because a lot of our audiences are students who are going to pursue law or who are already pursuing law. So this blog is targeted towards them so that they learn new things so that we can learn from your knowledge. Okay. So I'll be asking you a few questions.
Of course.
Please share your thoughts. So my first question, Rohan, is can you share your journey into law and what inspired you to get into this field?
See, initially I did my graduation in commerce.
Okay.
And while pursuing commerce, I found it is not enough to just be a BCom student.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I am not able to recollect the exact date, but I had an opportunity to hear Mr. Ram Malani,
Oh, great.
senior advocate at University campus.
Okay. Pune University campus.
Yes.
Okay.
So, after listening to his interview, I was excited as well as influenced by thoughts which he presented in that interview. And that's how my journey towards law started.
Okay. So late Sri Ram Malani ji inspired you, and that
Yes,
is how
yeah.
you came into this.
It is one of his influence that
Okay.
today
One
I
of the
know.
influence was Mr. Ram
Ram Jeth.
Malani.
Also, I was bit inquisitive towards each and everything in the life since from my childhood.
Okay.
And being inquisitive, I was always inquiring on each and every situation or in each and everything which was happening in my day-to-day life. And finally, I decided to become a good practicing advocate.
Okay.
And that's how I entered in the law profession.
Great. So this is how you started. So next question is, what are some of the most challenging cases you have handled? Because you said you have an experience around 13 years.
Yes.
So can you shed light on some challenging cases?
I've been dealing in many cases, but recently I had an opportunity to deal with a case which involved two legislation.
Okay.
And those legislation were contrary to each other.
Oh, great.
And the compilation of that case involved around about 1300 to 1350 pages.
My God. Okay.
Since the legislation was new to the society, I had to study roughly at 8 to 9 hours in a week. Then I have to go through various judgments of Honorable Apex Court as well as judgments delivered by the Honorable High Courts. Then this case also involved general reading to understand the process.
Okay.
However, I had to examine 18 witnesses.
18.
18 witnesses deposed before the Honorable Court. After the trial was concluded, the judgment was delivered in favor of my client.
Oh, so finally success. So you must have celebrated your success.
Honestly, to say, I did celebrate, but it was not as a party or celebrating or going for a vacation. See, being an advocate, it is not always that you win. I wouldn't say you win, your client wins or he loses. Every case gives you a new dimension
Okay.
to understand the things, to apply it in future cases.
Learnings.
Yes,
Okay.
right word is learning.
Great. So instead of celebration, you are focusing on learning.
Learning. And learning a new thing is also part of celebrating success, I would say, for myself.
Oh wow, that's a good sign of a good advocate.
Thank you, Sachin.
Thank you for your thoughts, Rohan, and sharing those very important. Next question, Rohan, is how do you approach resolving such complex cases?
See, resolving, rather to take the case to its end, that is, I strive to deliver justice for my client. For that, it requires continuous upgradation of law,
Okay.
the judgment set by the Honorable Apex Court. Also, at the same point of time, you have to go through the contradictory judgment.
Okay. So in this particular case which was challenging, in that case, how did you approach? Basically, you went through all the judgments and you were saying there were contradictory judgments also.
Also, of course,
Okay.
because every case, every litigation has two views.
Okay.
So you have to go through both the views simultaneously.
So it is not a black and white thing.
See, being an advocate, my perspective towards case initially is in color grey.
Grey color. Okay.
I wouldn't say that this is white and this is black.
Okay.
I have to, not just me, also the honorable judge. You have to go through each and every fact, the law, the procedure, and then only you can conclude that this is black and this is white.
So you have to study a lot, and your approach is always to think that you can have both black and white, but you need to find resolve the gray area.
Gray.
That is your approach.
That is my approach. Absolutely.
Great. Good to know that, Rohan.
Thank you.
So my next question is, in your opinion, how has the field of law evolved over the past decade, and what trends do you see shaping the future?
See, law is always a stream which is an upgradation.
Constantly upgrading.
Because, see, nothing is constant, it changes. So also the law. The law evolves as per the society changes its mindset. It needs.
Okay.
Hence, the law also needs to be updated.
Right.
Rather, the society also needs an updation.
Great.
That's why laws are always changing.
Okay. And what about the future? How is the future?
Yes, it is a good future, is good as well. I would say it is a bright future for the law.
I mean, how?
See, the technology is changing, the needs are changing,
Right.
the approach of the society towards things are changing.
What about technology?
Technology, see, earlier, I would give you a small example. Earlier, you need to multiply a document. There were only two options. One was cyclostyle printing and photocopy printing.
Okay.
Nowadays, as the technology is upgrading, new things are coming in the process. We would say, rather, it's not just limited to multiplying the document by physical manner. Also, now we are using electronic gadgets,
Okay.
scanners.
Right.
So you are not just multiplying a document, you are also creating a document.
Right.
Also you are sharing instantly,
Ah.
not just to a person, to many people.
Okay. Okay. So you are saying that in future a lot of technology is going to help, and law is getting evolved and it has to get evolved. But technology is going to also help the law and sharing of information faster.
Yes.
Okay. That's what we can say is a good thing as well as a bad thing also. We can say people can forge also due to
Of
digital.
course, the technology is boon as well as curse also. It
Right.
depends upon the individual, also to the society,
Right.
how they are using it
Yeah.
and for what purpose they are using it.
Correct. Understood. Thanks for that. The next question is, what advice would you give to young advocates who are just entering or who are just starting in this field of law?
I would advise to law students as well as those who are graduating in the law, also to whom they want to become an practicing advocate.
Okay.
A practicing advocate.
Okay.
Those are three. One is patience, second is hard work, and third is socially network. Socially, how are you connected?
Networking. Okay.
Networking. The patience involves not just that you get a case, you get a new client. Also, you need patience to understand the law, to implement the law.
Okay. Patience is one important thing.
Is the important thing and also a key to success.
Good.
Secondly, I would say hard work. Hard work is not just you go visit the court, you come to the office, you prepare for the next day. It is not just hard work. This hard work, I would say, reading the latest judgment of the Honorable Apex Court, going in detail of case papers, learning the drafting skills, improvising your vocabulary. These are all the ingredients of hard work
Okay.
for an advocate. And finally, social networking. You must be deeply connected socially with the people at large from various fields, rather I would say all the fields. Nowadays, we are blessed to have internet and which is easily accessible.
Okay.
Also, we are having various social networking platforms.
Right.
So, utilize the same for achieving betterment and to connect professionally as well.
Great. Good thought and good information that we have shared. Patience, hard work, and networking.
Yes.
And I can specifically, I am really aligned with your point of networking, because right now also we are doing a networking session only, wherein we are trying to reach out to millions of viewers digitally, and through Digisamvad Vlog, what we try to share is the knowledge as well as we try to network also.
Yes.
And as I told you, Digisamvad HR consultancy, we try to provide not just recruitment service but also specialization. Like some company is looking for a specific people with specific skill set. We try to connect with them. So that is basically about Digisamvad and what we are going to do. Next question, Rohan, is how important is collaboration between legal experts like yourself and an HR service provider like me or like Digisamvad? How can we collaborate, and what do you think? How should the collaboration be between us?
See, what I observed is specifically in India, India also is an emerging economy.
Okay.
Also, India is a manufacturing hub in various industries.
Right.
Also, it is one of the largest service provider.
Yeah, in India there are a lot of service companies. Right?
Exactly. See, India is also a good entertainment, is also having a good entertainment industry. That is, if you look at Mumbai, if you look at Tamil Nadu, there are regional movie making companies, production houses. It involves, at some point of time, there can be the disputes, or there are disputes pertaining to infringement of copyright.
Okay.
So at that time, you need a good advocate who is not just good in procedural laws, also one who is well versed with copyright laws.
Okay, intellectual property.
Intellectual property, right.
Okay.
Also, India is manufacturing hub in pharma industries,
Right.
which involve patent
Protection.
protections.
Right.
There are various companies who are having a similar product. At that time, there are chances that there may be the violation of patents.
Okay. That in that scenario, if an advocate has an specialization in IPR.
Specialization in IPR. Also, nowadays, what we are facing the challenges is cyber threat.
Yeah.
Cyber security is many times it is compromised.
Okay.
At that time, you should not just be an advocate. You should be an advocate who is having good skills or more knowledge in field of cyber security.
Great.
That time, it plays an important role in connecting the required industry, a good advocate for that particular
So
task.
here, what Digisamvad can do is, if a particular company wants a specific a lawyer with an advocate or lawyer who has specialization in suppose IPR or cyber security or some other specialization, their consultancy like us, we can scout or we can search in the market who is the most preferred law advocate in that area, in that particular field, and we can provide the contact and provide him his service to that company. That way,
Yes.
I think Digisamvad HR consultancy and legal professionals like yourself, we can have a good collaboration.
That's nice. That's nice.
Any, and yeah, we are associated. We know each other since many years.
Yes.
Anything that you would like to say about Digisamvad?
I would say Digisamvad has taken a nice initiative in the industry
Okay.
to provide a quality advocates are having good skill in the particular
Field.
field.
Okay.
So also the industry will get good advocates to plead for them,
Right.
to get justice delivered in their favor.
Great. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
your
Sachin.
thoughts. Any final words before we say bye to our audience?
I would say that have a logical approach towards life, because finally law is logic,
Right.
and that is what I would like to say. Live a logical life. That's it. And Happy New Year to you all.
Yes.
Happy New Year, Sachin.
Happy New Year to everyone. So the final
Thank
words Rohan is telling is just follow logic and follow law and have a happy life. That's it.
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, Rohan. Thanks for your time.